Hello everybody, sorry about the mic quality ahead of time, I know it's awful. I will be replacing it ASAP. So I've played quite a bit of Conan Exiles, I think it's a lot of fun. I don't usually get into survival games, I got bored of Minecraft a long time ago, and that was like the survival game I played the most. It's the lack of structure, but I really did fall in love with this one. It probably has something to do with the setting. I absolutely adore the Conan setting. There's just so much about it to like. I mean, it's pretty old school, but I really like it. And hey, this one actually has NPCs and a story. I know that seems insane, but I mean, wouldn't you rather be running around in a giant empty wasteland listening to pre-recorded dialogue from people who are all dead? Or reading mountains and mountains of notes while you go on endless fetch quests? I know that sounds exciting to me. Yeah. Salt about Fallout 76 aside, let's get this going. I'm going to do a single player game. I'm gonna go ahead and start new. I'm gonna do a custom game and try to reduce the amount of reduce the amount of grind, because people might actually like watch me play this, and so less time me hitting rocks, more time watching me actually adventure and do interesting things, hopefully. So I turn the nudity off. I usually have it all the way on. I usually have my XP rate multiplier up all the way just because that's what's fun for me. I'll set these at normal just for the experience of it all. I usually have them at half. It gets a little tedious, I think, to always have to manage your vital needs. I mean, I know that's half the point of a survival game, but you know, it just seems like you sure get hungry fast in these games. Gonna leave all that alone. I'm going to keep spoil rate low. My harvest multiplier, I'm actually going to turn it up all the way this time, just for the benefit of you guys. Yeah, this is all good. Crafting time I'm keeping at a minimum, again, just for watchability. That and my own sanity. No point in having abandonment on, it's a single player game. The Purge is like a cool concept about like this idea of, you know, based on your actions, eventually, like, as it's described, these bad guys come into the exiled lands to loot and pillage and all that, but that's not actually how it turns out. Instead, things just spawn everywhere, and it's not necessarily like barbarians or opportunists or anything. It could be like undead things or monsters, and it's just like they'll spawn all over the place, and that just, it's not fun. It's not as cool as it should be. Alright, I'm gonna hit play. And I'm gonna skip the loading screens in terms of recording. Alright, let's see here. I generally pick Vendayan. I just think that their lore is really interesting, and I also think it's interesting that they don't show up in the game as NPCs. I think they're the only ones that don't. I think this time we're gonna go with Crom, just because I won't be doing any of the religious stuff. So it would be kind of interesting to just be like, Crom doesn't listen to me and all that kind of thing. Because Crom does not give a fuck about you. He's Crom gives a man courage at birth, or a woman, and the will and might to kill his enemies. It is useless to call him, as he is a gloomy, savage god who hates weaklings. He is more likely to send forth dooms and death from his great mountain. He offers no advantage or avatar to call upon. Yay, grunting? Whatever. Alright, here's where the real stuff begins. I actually like this hair a lot. Even though it's used by one of the major NPCs. I'm always very specific about the makeup on my characters, which I'm pretty specific about my makeup in real life, so I guess that makes sense. I like that. My issue with the lipstick in this game is that it's generally too strong. I like this though. It's kind of just barely there. It looks natural. I won't work on this too much. Because I want to go ahead and get in the game and play. I have some pretty crazy eye colors from my mod, but I typically ignore them and go for more realistic stuff. It's funny because in this game, like, even reducing your breast size very small, it's like they're still quite large. Whereas, like, if you go all the way up, it's like, oh my god, how do you walk? How is your back just not permanently broken from that? Himani, the Vindayan, she's wow, she's been up to some no good. Combo skipping, them fighting games in the Hyborian Age, they take them very seriously. Apparently she took a shit on a statue. Oops. And the mutilation of a guardsman. I don't even know how she got up to that. Okay.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings. until fate intervenes.
Are you thirsty, dead woman? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized women are soft. You'll lie
Thanks, dude.
to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead woman. This land does not love men.
Good thing I'm a woman.
And you cannot cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live. Love. Burn with life. Slay and survive. We will meet again, dead woman.
I love how Conan is so hardcore that he's like, sup, I'm just gonna walk into this sandstorm while it just kills players. Yeah, in the um in the actual game, a sandstorm will just kill you for being in it. So it's funny to watch Conan just be like, whatever, see you later. I also like that Conan is not like getting you down off the cross out of sympathy. He's just averse to the idea of leaving somebody to die on a cross. Once once he has you down, he's like, hey, by the way, like, I wasn't doing this to help you really. Like, I just don't want to see you die up there. Bye. Hope you don't eat shit. So, yeah, I liked that.
Behold, bonded one, the very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
Alright, so I was just letting him talk. There is actually a story to this game, which is pretty cool.
Left to rot among the ruins of the past. There are others here. Slaves. Bandits and cannibals. Exiles from lands I've never heard of. Some of them try to scrape a life from the wasteland, scrabbling in the rocks and sand for their own place. I cannot go on. The life that I left behind haunts me. The sun over the glittering spires of Belverus has forever denied me. The smell of my daughter's hair. I will pass the ghost fence, and this cursed land will finally end me. To whoever reads this note, I leave the last of my water and this message. Stranger, you have my pity. You do not know how cursed you truly are.
So, I don't mind some pre-recorded messages and stuff, as long as it's like, that's not the only thing there, and there are actually NPCs in this game, and actually a story. It's not like the best story ever or anything, but it's there. You can actually talk to people, and they're like, there's actually a real town in the game with people in it and everything. It's not the most like fleshed out thing in the universe, but you know, some actual thought went into it, and I was really hyped for Fallout 76 when I first heard about it, and then like the more I heard about it, the less I wanted to play it. So all I'm doing right now is gathering some basic resources on my way out of the desert. I will want to get out of the desert as quickly as possible. Getting some sticks and rocks and plants and stuff. And bugs. You can eat bugs. They're basically like really super basic sustenance. They don't really offer a lot of health regeneration and or anything like that, but you know, it's legitimately like only like better than nothing. I'll have to get something real to eat at some point. This thing, when I first started playing, scared the crap out of me. I thought he would attack me, and so I just like went way around him and then got lost in the desert for like an hour and died.
Gods curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take
Why can't I take his armor?
Snarled the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
So I'm just putting some basic points into attributes real quick and unlocking some basic survival stuff. Beds, torches. It'll be a while before I can get a real torch though, because I need coal, and coal is gonna be on the tough side to get. It's gonna be a little tough to get out of the Oasis area, but it's all good. I just need to get myself some like basic equipment real quick. I need twine, so my eyes were not seeing it. Whatever. Got a sword, an axe, a pickaxe, and a basic torch. And that'll have to be enough for now, and then I'll get out of here and try to get myself a little shelter crafted. Before I can make a sandstorm mask in the early game, I actually carry around usually enough parts to try to make like a full, really small shelter in case a sandstorm hits, because if you get caught in one, you're just super dead. You're just so dead. And I've heard horror stories of people like dying in a sandstorm and then respawning, and they didn't have shelter on their spawn, so they just like died over and over again in like a chain. I will be cheating a little bit just for an outfit because I want to look cool, but otherwise I'm gonna be not cheating. The outfit will be in my my appearance slots, so... Oh, that's cool. They updated this mod to have war paint slots. That's kind of cool. Or wait, I would assume it. Yeah, I would assume. I don't really like the war paint stuff. I don't like making my character look funny. So I never use it. But if the mod added the ability to turn it off, but still wear it, that'd be cool. Alright, I made it to the river, so I'm gonna stop for now. And then after this, I'll be trying to set up a shelter and get myself working towards getting a little further in and trying to get iron weaponry and items and stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.